Welcome. Let me get right to the point. Because in action, if it's right, I guess it's okay. But when it's wrong, how did it get to be wrong? It was a plan to be wrong that way. That way it wouldn't be wrong at all. It was planned to be wrong to be right. It would be right if it was wrong. It would be wrong if it was right. Just watch a little video on the Palladians. I don't really actually understand the whole thing, what and all. And all my friends, it's time to light up a cigarette. For myself, for those of you who don't like the big show, well, you know what? I wish I can do something for everybody, but if I got in here really serious and showed you a whole lot of crap that didn't make any sense, you really wouldn't want to stick around. So I put a little bit of zest into it. Isn't that what we're here for? For the zest. We like to eat. I eat my steak raw because I want the blood. I want that blood. If the birds and cats can lick asses and swim in the ocean they shit in for thousands and millions of years, why do I have to wash my hands? I want to reinforce myself. Pas d'avoir des faiblis. My hands, if you ever look at them, they're all banged up, and this finger over here, see the big piece of skin that you got on it there? Oh look, I got twins. I've broken every one of everything the same way. The only thing that's a little different on me that's not the same way is my dick points out to the right. It's like a curve. So I took out a Frisbee one day and I want to know if I got the same angle. But just in case I had a date and she says, what angle are you coming from? Wasn't sure what she was thinking, you know. But I wasn't complaining or plating at all. Is there another world? Sure, there's another world. Do you think it should be heaven? Yeah. We're all going to go to heaven and sit on our asses and do what? Isn't it fantastic? Don't you like to think? It's not always going to be this way. If you knew, you can go and come back. But you've got to understand what the programmation is about. It's usually about the understanding of liberty, because liberty lives on. Liberty has something to work with and learn, and that's evil. Evil is always teaching us a story. So what we're going to go to next in the text of what I'm writing or written, and I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to become right again, is, fuck. You know what this is? This is terrible. Well, it's good, but it's terrible. I pulled my book out and it's scratched against the light metal. And I can feel it in my bones, everything. It's terrible. It's 7 years I got this. Sometimes I walk down the street, sometimes after smoking a joint, and like everything starts to like the ocean. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to start here with is this page right here. So if you see on this side over here, LAPD, right? And this here, white jacket, well, you just call them up because there's nothing written. We're going to go on this side. Okay? So you see? Oh, now it's upside down. Oh, book! Book! Where are you from, book? Which world are you from, book? I thought you were supposed to be neutral. Or you are neutral. And that's why you're upside down. Because sometimes you have to be right side up. Only we're right side up all the time because we're always on the right side. Once we're on that side, it's the right side. Otherwise, we wouldn't be on it. And then the other side would become the right side. And who says two rights don't make a wrong? And then again, if you turn around twice, as known as your body, you turn around, your face and nose be pointing the same way. So this is what we're going to come down to. I don't want to make this too long. This is basically climbing down the stairs in basics, okay? It creates the V, etc., etc. I'm not going to get on to the U, okay? Just because of the slants of these letters, okay? When you crisscross them, it creates this. If you put them back to back, it will create a letter M, okay? But when you put a line right through the center of it, where's my pen? When you put a line right through the center of it, Oh, wrong one. And you put a line right through the center of it, okay? It splits these apart, this x, and now it becomes two arrows pointing towards the value of the x, meaning the x is what the value was here, and the value is here, equaling to the value, and that would be 10. But anyways, we're going to get off of that. The eternal number is 8. It's great. We're not late, okay? Have faith and understand. 8 equals 4 and 9. Here is 9 in Roman numerals, and here's 4 in Roman numerals. 9 and 4 equals 16. 9 and 4 equals 13. The letter M is eternal. The letter M that I just described to you means 1,000 in Roman numerals. It's the one God of spirit, angel, and man. 1 point, which is 1 point means 1 point. The point means 6. Should be this value over here, this dot. Because of the world the point comes in. It's a world that stops and it goes. We need a period at the end of every sentence. Otherwise, if we didn't have a period at the end of every sentence, then no woman would get pregnant. Otherwise, we put a comma if we want to make a continuation. The dots and lines that are on our keyboard, telephones, iPads, the step of your foot that makes a mark in the sand is all related to matrix. Nothing works unless matrix has it in the program. So we're going to get back to over here. Why I really split this is I take this and I put it over here, and I take this and I put it over here. I split it and I'll have my M. I know I shouldn't have fooled with the numbers. I ruined the whole cassette anyways. So now this one, if we just count it as 9 and 4, it's 13. 13 and 16 is 29, and that would be the birth. T and I-T, it. We're it. And we did that line. If I would tilt this to the side, it looks like this. If I flip it over, it turns into a 7. Do you know why it ends up turning into a 7? Because it all starts at 5. Minus 5 plus 5. Because these two sticks, regardless of what side they're on, it's one life carried by 2 sticks and 1 stone that goes center. Then you have over here 9, 9, and if we move this stick over to this X, it would now be 11. We have 9, 11, and then we have 4 and 5, which would become 20 and 9, T and I, just like I said, IT, IT, where is it? Where is it? Hey, that's not funny. K, sorry, KI, KI, which totals 20. 4, 5, D and E. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Why do we want to call the kitty? Because now, 20, okay, or these letters here in French say deux. Deux means 2. K and I. The 11th letter, the 9th letter, canine. 2 canines. That means we have 2 dogs are born. 2 dogs have been born. I think that's what they call us in the sky. Hold on, some pussy is coming down. It's raining cats and dogs. All right, so now that we got to that, I'm going to get on to the last piece of the parcel, and it is, I am who I am. I will not break it all down. If you look at the first I, it is the 9th letter, the A is the first letter, the M is the 13th letter. It would say 9113, but we're just creating one hookup, okay? And we have this whole word here, 2, 3, 4, 5 words we have. So the first one comes out to 914. This one comes out to 23, 5, 8, 15 equals 6, and this is a repeat of that. 9 and 14, this one doesn't have to change. 4 and 1 is 5. 9 and 5, 4 and 1 is 5. 9 and 5, 9 and 5. The center, 5 and 8 is 13, and 6 is 19. 19, 1 and 9 equals 10. I'm just trying to see a little closer. So since it is 10, all number 1s
move to the center. If you ever look at a dice, whoever's a life moves to the center. So if you ever look at a 1 dice or the ace card, it's always in the center. So the center is the 5 position. Adding on the 1 dice, you can call it 10, but it goes back to 0. Otherwise it would be 15, it would say omega. We take away that 10 because omega started -5 plus 5. We started, I think, anyways, whatever it was, I don't want to lose the thing. So this becomes 1. So we take the 1, we move it into the center, okay, 5 and 1, area 51, it becomes 6. 9 and 5 is 14. 9 and 5 is 14. Looks like 1/4. 9 and 5 is 14. It looks like 1/4. 1/4 of 6 of 1/4. This is one way to look at it. Don't forget, in every single level there's a different way. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 plus 5 is 14. The total is 59. So if I add together 59 and 95, I would get the this. In order to get this, and you add omega, it equals 1440. 1440 minutes in a day. 12 times 12, the first 2 dice, okay? Until, listen, the 1 dice was represented. Here, my sir, is the 1 dice. Here, my sir, is the 2 dice. Can you put them together for me? Yes, I can. So they changed the kind of pyramids they had, if you want to look at it another way. But what they did is took the 1 dot and they shoved it inside where the 2 dots were. Now they were all together. Although 1 and 2 still exist, they exist in the 3 dice as the first association. Therefore, it's in the 3rd dice. 1 moon for Earth. We don't have any moons on Venus. Don't have any moons on Mercury. They don't need any moons because they're working from somewhere else. Jupiter! Da, 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 da. So anyway, if we get back to this over here, we're going to do it another way. We got this, we flip this over, it totals 154 or 144. I brought it to a 10-10, it means 144. 4 and 4 is 8, and 1 is 9. So this total answer here came out to 9. This one will come out to the same thing. 9 and 9, 2. Who? 2. Who 2? I am and I am. 2 canines, 1 on each side. So if the number is 6 in the middle, you would end up 9, 6, 9. Now, we're going to do a little homework, okay? 54 and 15 is 69, and 24, 140, 138, 41, 158, 162. Okay, now I did this really quick, okay? It ends up looking like this. 9 times 6 is 54. 9 times 6 is 54. And that's for the love of God, those numbers, okay? Not only that, when you want to go back over here, I know I'm jumping up and down, but when we go back to 59, okay? When you have 59 and 59, to get to 6, you need 2 times 3, which is 23, 59, 23, 59, 23 hours, 59 minutes, 59 seconds. I mean, I don't know which way you want to look at it. We don't have to count this 1. We just have to go 9, 5, and 9, 5 if we want. This is the 8 heaven of love and man. 6 and 8 is 14. 86. 5 by 86 is 440. I think we had 440 somewhere below here somewhere. Or did I not? Did I ruin this one also? Anyways, one of the things about M is that M is very, very special. M says, I am God Creator. Because it's the 13th letter, and it's associated with the 1st and 3rd letter, making it come to those 2 numbers. Otherwise, we'll put the M in another position, and we won't need it anymore. M is 2 bars standing up with a V for life in the center. There's a lot of things. I'm not sure which one is good. Ask anything. I don't care what it is. But I'm losing myself in my own work. It is coming on so fast, so fast. I have to stop it. It's annoying to stop it. Because then after you're saying, well, maybe I shouldn't have stopped it. Maybe I should have worked a little bit harder. Maybe because I don't know how to classify. I've done so much work. I need someone to work with. I need a secretary or something. I just can't. I need someone to remind me, okay, we're on this subject. Okay, let's classify. Okay, we're on this subject. Let's classify. But me, I can keep going. It's just, So you know what I do? I'm obligated to just say, oh, well, I guess that's the way it is. I don't mean God's going to be mean to me if I don't get it perfect. But I sort of have a destiny here on earth, and I'd like to reach understanding with whom I am to those who don't know me before the actual change, because it's been already, a long time, coming up on 8 years. Not only 8 years, last 8 years of learning, but I spent, I don't know, from the age of 7 years old, seeing blurry, hazy information I couldn't decipher. It was crazy, and all of a sudden over the years I'm buying this kind of book and that kind of book, trying to really understand stupidity, death. But like they said, till death do us apart of the 7 worlds. And when you throw the dice in craps, and the dice split apart, more often than not, you throw a 7. Go to any casino and ask them. Watch it. You'll see. This is a recording